Alright, boys. I'm back with another video on this channel. Y'all know how we do this shit. Hold on, wait. I gotta film it. Alright, now we can get started basically on the grind. Now we can get started. Hold on, let me put my hat back on. Alright, boys. Y'all know what we about to get into today on the video. Y'all know what we about to get into. We get into this every day, every week. You know what we get into, bruh. It's another video. That means it's another story time. That's how we coming, boy. You know we gotta be more active in the videos. We gotta keep this shit up every single day. That's basically how we gonna keep on coming, bruh. Road to 1,000. That's how we do it, basically. Pop that shit up. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, boys. Today on the story time. I'm gonna be telling y'all niggas, telling y'all grown men how we really do this shit, bro. I'm gonna be telling y'all boys about my first college party now. First college party, right? You know that shit kind of sound fine. Your first college party, you know that shit about to be lit. So what you got? I'm gonna be telling y'all boys about the first college party I had that I remember, basically. Now, this shit was a little bit ago. 2022, around that time. That's basically when I was in school just doing my thing. I went for graphic design and shit like that. That's basically what I was doing. My first college party. Now, I'm not a big partier. I'm not a big drinker. And like I already told y'all boys, I'm not into all that. I'm not into all that shit. I smoke a little bit of weed and that's about it. I keep it pushing. That's about it. But I'm gonna be telling y'all niggas, bro. I ended up deciding to take a chance on this one. First college party, you know that shit about to go off. This is around the time it was winter. It was cold outside. So basically, you know, you had to put that shit on. You had to level up, basically. Yeah, boys, now let me start talking to the camera. Alright, so when I got there, I'm over there I'm walking to the party. There's nobody basically there, right? There's nobody walking to the party. There's nobody doing any of that, blah, blah, blah. There's nobody walking to the party. So I'm already thinking like, nigga, where is everybody? First of all, like, this is supposed to be my first college party. So I end up going to the party, right? It's in the little back alley area. It's on the other side of my whole campus. So, you know, we gotta travel to the whole other side of the campus. That's exactly what
boy, if you don't.
That's the crazy part. So basically, the middle and the end. During the middle, I got there. I was doing my own thing, just basically minding my own business. A few minutes later, like a couple minutes later, 30 minutes later, people started showing up. Bitches started showing up. So I'm over there. I got a cup in my hand. I don't be drinking too much. Like I'm gonna keep it stacked. But I was definitely off my little. I had a good time at the end of the night. That's basically that. Everybody basically started coming. They pulled in. Blah 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 blah. That's that. Da-da-dee. Like to anybody that ever been in school or goes to a small school, you should know that not all the parties out there are gonna look like Project X, bro. That's not how that shit works. That's not how that shit works. That's not how that shit goes, bro. That shit out of the movies. That shit real life, but that shit out of the movies, if you understand what I'm saying. So basically, yeah. Girls started talking to some girls. That's really about it. Just kicked it for the night. I went back to my dorm room. I got a few other stories, basically. I got a story. I got fucked up.
Julian.
I got a story about that. It's a little story time. I'm gonna have to tell y'all boys basically how we got here and how we do that. That is my first college experience. Well, college party experience, basically. And it was alright. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too up there, you feel me? Hopefully y'all mess with the video. Basically, you know, we doing Twitch, we doing YouTube, we doing all that. I'm gonna be more consistent with the posts and all that shit like that. Y'all boys already know how that shit go. But yeah, that's basically about it. Find out. You got my Instagram right there, and you got my Twitch right there if y'all boys ever want to go subscribe. I'm gonna put my TikTok in the bio so y'all can go down in the description and go peep that shit for the little time being. But that's really about it. Just go and do your thing, basically. Blah, blah, boom. You know?